Hi there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see just what is going on when it comes to the month of December 2021 for you. And no, I don't appear on my monthlies just because we use more cards. People like to see the cards, and you see me in all my other videos, so it'll be fine. Also, remember, if you're watching your rising sign forecast, your rising sign is giving you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign forecast is showing up. And your moon sign, well, that's giving you the less prominent, albeit still significant, side story that's also playing out throughout the course of the month. If you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com. I do have weekly tarot card forecasts available as well for YouTube member supporters as well as Patreon supporters. More info on that and the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. So, what's going on when it comes to your December? Well, for your main theme, you do have the Page of Wands reversed. And this month has a lot of you Cancerian people really needing to pay attention to things that you're already kind of starting to burn out on, things that you do need to realize have kind of run their course and are even starting to turn you off, that maybe you once had a deep affection or a deep interest or commitment to in the past. With the Page of Wands reversed, it's going to be a balancing act. You know, certain moments are going to come up where we can either reignite these fires or we may need to just sort of substitute things out. So on a case-by-case basis, pay attention. Is this something that needs more fuel in order to burn, or is this just a sign that that fire is out and it's time for me to move on? Of course, it's a chief theme card, so this is affecting all areas of your life. And, you know, it would only be a canned answer to try and tell you one specific thing to just copy and paste throughout the month every time every situation shows up. That being said, with the Page of Wands reversed, if we are burning out on something, we're just getting tired, it's wearing a bit thin, make sure you know how to also plan some proper exit strategies, because I also see you subbing out a lot of things that you have carried on for a consistent amount of time in favor of things that are being presented to you that are beautiful substitutes. In fact, as we get on to your material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to family and home life, we do have the Temperance card upright and the Four of Cups reversed. And it does look like with the Temperance card, a lot of you Cancerian people are getting a chance to make a brilliant segue this month. Now, this could be a segue in terms of a transition into a different area of your office, of your employment situation, of your field, but we are shifting into a completely new professional story or into a new professional atmosphere, a new working environment, because with the Temperance card upright, we are also making room for a new level of wealth, a new level of prosperity, a new level of security to also get more firmly set in our material life or our financial life. That being said, with the Temperance card upright, this is going to require movement from you, or a willingness to be flexible and to be patient. Things are not necessarily going to get better on their own. However, there will be help. I am seeing offers, I'm seeing propositions coming your way, and you want to make sure that you entertain them. One of the big things we have to keep in mind with the Temperance card upright is as we kind of go through this, there may be a point where you notice that not only is your schedule, your availability, or your workload shifting, but it's actually becoming a lot easier to manage. A lot of you may walk out of December finding that you are actually able to make the same amount, if not more money, but still doing a lot less work. And the Four of Cups reversed is really helping this shakeup, because a lot of static routines, a lot of static norms, and a lot of ruts that maybe you or maybe your entire economic situation has been stuck in for quite some time is going through a very gentle but very beneficial shakedown. There may be some kind of new addition coming into your life, whether this is something coming through a partner's contribution to the household, or maybe something coming outside of your work life, or maybe a new addition on the job, a new boss, or maybe some kind of new source of revenue that seems small in the beginning, but you're a fool if you just judge things on first impressions. This may actually be a very powerful game changer just coming in a small package. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you do have the Seven of Swords reversed and the Magician card reversed. And with the Seven of Swords reversed, I'm actually seeing a lot of disclosures coming out through family circles, friendship circles, especially when it comes to clearing up a lot of mysteries and a lot of stories from the past that maybe were not told completely or fairly. This could also be a time where a lot of confessions are coming out and some reparations are coming your way, because I'm seeing that with the Seven of Swords reversed, you may be finding out about something, it's getting confided in you, or maybe being let out in the open, so that something that belongs to you or that belongs with you can come to you, can actually be embraced and accepted by you. Now, this could be, of course, the opportunity to fix certain friendships or relationship situations that were maybe thrown off by an incorrect story, or thrown off by bad history, or maybe bad record keeping, as it were, or rumors. This could also be even the return of funds or lost property, depending on where things go with you. However, with the Magician card reversed, we're also going to be finding out, well, what the real tea is in this situation. And I feel like with the Magician card reversed, this could actually be a lot of you Cancerian people finding out about a friend or a relative either being manipulated or actually being the manipulator in such a circumstance. Now, you might actually be finding out not only who the puppet master is, but you may be finding out that this goes pretty deep. And this could be something that goes back through history. And you may not be the only one who actually has been screwed over by this. Luckily, remember, we do have, with the Seven of Swords reversed, the focus on clearing it up. And a lot of false truths, a lot of stories that people believed, or a lot of false realities that people were keeping up, even if only to be polite, are no longer getting kept up. All right, we're not going to lie and maintain illusions just so people can behave and function. It's not really about that anymore. When it comes to your challenges this month, you have the Page of Cups reversed and the Emperor card upright. And with the Page of Cups reversed, I am seeing a lot of you Cancerian people receiving a lot of very positive attention, a lot of praise, a lot of kind, generous actions, but I do feel that it may be coming either in the wrong form, or it's in recognition or in reward for maybe actions or maybe behaviors that you are not necessarily proud of or you don't want to do anymore. It's kind of like receiving incentive to do a project you don't want to do. It's getting rewarded to do something that doesn't feel satisfying anymore, or possibly receiving affection and generosity, but again, it's not coming through your love language. Remember, with the Page of Cups reversed, we do have a chance to turn it around, but it's up to you to make sure that you are able to accurately and articulately explain and teach people how to treat you, because they're coming at you with a willingness to actually be able to love you. They want to care. They want to give. You have to show them how. Don't punish them for failing the guessing game. Punish yourself for playing guessing games. No, you don't have to do that either. But just let's get everything out in the open. When it comes to your Emperor card upright, that falls directly in line with what we were just speaking of. You're getting elevated to a position of authority. You're getting elevated to a position of power and influence that maybe you didn't necessarily ask for. You're going to actually find that this month you are the de facto leader in all things. And this could actually be very elevating. This could be very loving an action, right? This is a vote of confidence in you. But you may be finding that this month you are also being asked to have power over things that you don't feel comfortable having power over, or making calls you don't feel comfortable leading the charge with. Of course, you can always ask for advice. Every good king, every good queen, every good emperor has advisors, right? They have confidants. I do think, though, with the Emperor card upright, you have to be able to step into a position of authority that you weren't comfortable having. At least for this month. This could actually be a promotion of sorts you didn't know you had to have. This could be a lift that maybe you didn't ask for, but it is something that you can turn into something beautiful for you and everyone you share your space with. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we have the King of Swords upright and the King of Wands reversed. And with the King of Swords upright, I'm actually seeing a lot of you Cancerian people coming into a beautiful way with some kind of new passion, some kind of new geeky love with you and a partner to be able to really just go nuts over when it comes to your relationship. In fact, with the King of Swords upright, both you and a partner are going to be finding a new way to have a meeting of the minds. And I find that there is a very strong new sense of teamwork, collaboration, and camaraderie coming in here. And you may also be finding that a partner is also being elevated in their stature, going through their own promotion, going through their own big lift in their life outside of the relationship, which is prompting them to consider taking on a completely new path with you and with your family, if you have, started a family. And I feel like with the King of Swords, this is going in the direction where we are aiming higher than we allowed ourselves to dream about aiming before. And they do have the know-how and the resources for it. For those of you who are single and available, you may be meeting somebody that is also going through the same phase. However, with the King of Wands reversed, this month could also be kind of hectic as far as love goes, because I'm seeing that while all of this good stuff is happening to your partner, they may also be getting a bit of stage fright. They may actually be going through a bit of their own doubt, and you have to be careful around the self-sabotage moments, right? Sometimes people go into high pressure, so they go in the other direction, and there may be a tendency towards irresponsibility, flakiness, not paying attention, or maybe even deciding to have a bit of escapist kinds of moments. This is not something we want to encourage, but we want to also understand before we assist our partner with, working up the gumption to really step up and confront whatever stage fright or pressure they feel they're under. For those of you single or available, with the King of Wands reversed, I'm actually seeing this as another love partner, so you might actually have two that could actually be in the offering for this month for you. And all I can say is this: if you have to choose between the hot nerd and the wannabe reality TV star, pick the hot nerd. You don't need me to say any more. Because with the King of Wands reversed, you may be finding there is somebody who is quite good at the first couple of weeks of any kind of dating scenario. They're very hot, very open, very extroverted, very energized, very entertaining, and very good at mirroring. But they kind of just stop there. Go with the King of Swords instead. So that's what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.